Hey guys, how you doing? It's RhinoDoc coming to you from Bearfly Trading Company, and I want to talk to you about Jericho, the TV series that ran from 2006 to about 2008. It ran for 2 seasons, and it's actually a pretty decent TV show. The thing I liked about it was, it's very, I don't want to say realistic, but it's very plausible. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a plausible scenario going on where a nuclear bomb goes off, EMP hits, so there's no communications. The small town in Kansas gets together. They kind of start going through their disaster plan, realizing that it's inadequate, and they go through a few other issues that occur that make them have to come together as a community or be torn apart. It's somewhere around 30 something shows, so you can watch it. I got it off Netflix. Watched it a couple of shows a day, just to kind of get through it and see what it was about. I really enjoyed it. I thought the character development was really good. I think that the storyline was plausible, and I think that they did a good job putting it together. The interesting part about it was supposed to be in Kansas. You could tell if you're looking at it that it wasn't really in Kansas, but that's just Hollywood type thing. That's kind of like the only thing on there. If you guys are from that area, you're going to say, hey, that's not really us, but that's besides the point. Outside of that, I mean, I think that it's worth your time if you want to check it out. I was looking at some of the critiques that are online about the show, and one of the writers was stating how the writers and the producers of the show were putting their survivalist agenda on there. Well, if they have a survivalist agenda, I'm not sure exactly what that is anyway, but the deal is that this town was not prepared at all. If you watch the movie, they talk about their fallout shelters, where they had to go into. They weren't prepared. They had to do this kind of crazy thing with a mine. People didn't have supplies. Early on into the event, I'd say like a month into the event, people already started starving. They didn't have stuff for the winter as far as firewood goes because they were all on the grid. They didn't have the ability to heat their homes. A whole bunch of different things like that. So if they're trying to project survivalists, they didn't do a very good job. However, if they want to say, hey, why should you be prepared? And talk about the possibility of having to rely on your neighbors for your food for forever, that's a kind of the story they told. But anyway, it was a pretty decent movie, or a TV series. I would check it out if you had time. Netflix it. You can rent it, I suppose, from Blockbuster or whatever, if they're still around by where you're at. And that's about it. So this is RhinoDoc, signing out.